Family, 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 family. It's me. It's me. It's the K to the C. Known to the world as the world's greatest weight loss expert. And I'm here on this edition of what I like to call Men Who Think Like Me. Now, I always say, now, I'm not every man, but there's a certain segment of dudes who think just like me. And we get together and we talk and stuff. And basically, I want to share with you some stuff. You know, give you some insight, ladies, on what we talk about when y'all not around. So I'm going to give you a man like me, point of view on certain things. Now, the topic of today, we're talking internet. We're talking social media, dating. Because again, this is the thing. People don't date like they used to. See, they do the unconventional dating that is now, shoot, let me go to Facebook. Let's see how many mutual friends we got. Shoot, she banging. Let me hit her up on the inbox, or let me hit her on the DM. And mostly that's how that stuff goes down. But there are a lot of mistakes being made, you know, out there in terms of garnering attention and getting the right attention. So I want to talk about 3 things that men like me look for, you know, when we're trying to find that beautiful honey out there, that beautiful brick out there. Now, let me tell you a couple. Actually, I'm going to give you 3 things that we look for. And when I say it, you're going to be like, dang, I ain't never really thought about it like that. But let me give you 3 things that we look for. 3. Okay, first of all, we look at the mood of your page. And you're going to be like, what do you mean the mood of your page? Okay, let me explain. Men like me, we work all the time. I mean, work all the time. We always got something going on. We got meetings going on. We got awesome things popping up. We're always on the grind. So what we look for is a woman who has a beautiful mood, a beautiful spirit, a beautiful presence that's engaging, that you're attracted to, that you want to be around. Now, if you're always complaining in your post, if it's always gloom and doom in your post, if everything is kind of hard and angry, aggressive in your post, nah, we ain't fooling with that. Because see, that's what we deal with on the everyday. Everything is aggressive. See, we're looking for soft. We're also looking for inviting. We're looking for understanding, looking for compassion, not problems. We ain't looking for no problems, because we all got problems and we got stuff going on. But the mood of your page is big, and that's something I don't think people really pay attention to. Because again, if you're always upset at Trump about something, and again, keep in mind, this is a man you ain't never met and never will meet a day in your life, but your mood is always based upon what he did or what he said for the day. And I'm reading this, dang, she banging, let me read it, but let me read her post. Oh, she mad every day. Oh, she done dedicated another post to him. Dang, in another post 2 hours late. See, if you're always engaged in other people's stuff, then you ain't engaged in your stuff. And then if you ain't engaged in your stuff, you can't be engaged in my stuff. So make sure that the post that you're putting out there, because again, we checking you out. Make sure it's on that positive level. Make sure you're operating in passion, because we love passion. Because dudes like me, we always work within our passion. So it's equally as attractive to see a woman walking and working in her passion also, versus being mad at something that you can't change or something you can't control. Now, number 2 thing we look at, the profile picture. You like, okay, profile picture. Let me tell you exactly what we're looking for. Okay, little secret. Now, one of the things that we notice as men is this. Now, if you're always doing headshots, and all you're doing is giving us headshots, and all it is headshots, or you might give us the little headshot with a little cleavage right there, when you take the picture like right there, boom, the way you see the cleavage and you see the head, but you don't see nothing else past that little line right there. See, that's a red flag. Fellas, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And I'll tell you why. Because if a person who has a banging body, let's face it, you're going to want to show it off. So if I'm only getting here and I ain't getting no more than here, then I'm thinking that, shoot, her face might be pretty. Because again, you always want to show off your greatest attribute. So if your greatest attribute is your smile, boom. If your greatest attribute is your face, boom. And you don't show nothing else, that's a red flag. So what a lot of dudes do is go to your little tag picture stuff and look to see how you really look. And it's like, this is why you have to work on all phases of yourself. Not just because it attracts people, but again, you want to put your best foot forward. Because at the end of the day, let's face it, everybody who's on social media is competing for attention. And the person who can garner the most attention gets the better propositions from the better people, the higher end people. And that's really, at the end of the day, that's what you want. You don't want to be scraping the bottom of the barrel. So, really, really work on your image. Really work on your body. Work on your total self. Because again, you notice the first thing I put was the mood of your post. I started off with your personality. I started off with how you are as a person. If you're negative, it's going to make you unattractive anyway. So, number one, again, the mood of your post. Two, we looking at your profile picture. So really work on what you're trying to convey. And if you don't buy, if you got a nice face, cool. But again, what we're looking at is, okay, if she's only giving me headshots, something below the Mason-Dixon line ain't popping. Okay, so that's why you will always hear me say, work on your total self, get better. Now, the number 3 thing we look for: does your life look exciting? Now, if the only thing you do is go to the grocery store, go to your kid's school, go to church, go to your job, and just go home, and that's all you do, day in and day out, that's not exciting. See, you got to make yourself, and you got to make your life seem so exciting, and make it really exciting, not just putting on the facade of, okay, I'm over here fronting. No, make your life really, really good to where it's inviting to people, to where, when I look at your stuff, it's kind of like, dang, I want to be a part of that. That's how you have to make your life look. But if you're just doing the same old, that's not exciting. So again, really, really work on your life and make it. And see, when you work on stuff like that, you go from being a nice to have to a must have. See, a nice to have is kind of like, she all right. We can kick it sometime. But a must have is the type of woman where you like, shoot, I got to put that. Her life is so dope. I have to be a part of it. And I have to put a ring on it. Because again, I've never met a woman like this ever again. So I better hurry up, because this might be the last opportunity I have. See, that's how you want to, that's how you want to present your life. So those are the 3 things that we're really looking for. Men like me, successful men like me, that's what we look for. Again, the mood of your page. We look at your profile pictures to see what you're showing us. Because again, the things that you're showing us is pretty much the things that you're not showing us too, all in the same breath. Again, if you're only giving us the little headshot and the little cleavage picture, we already know what time it is. Look, and if you're guilty, that's why you on the road to being Kenyified as we speak. And the last thing, make your life look exciting. Make it look so exciting that a person who's looking at your stuff, looking at your daily posts, really in a sense recruiting you to try to holler at you, make your life look so awesome and dynamic that dude says, you know what, I have to be a part of this, because She's a once in a lifetime chick, and I can't let her just slide by. And that's what's up. So those are the three things we look at. So hopefully this helps you immensely. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make sure, and I'm here to coach you in all areas of your life, and just to make sure your life is great in all areas of life, because I do coach you in all areas of your life. So hopefully these 3 tips will help you incredibly, because that's what it's meant to do. So love y'all until the next edition of Men Who Think Like Me. I'm Kenya Crooks, the world's greatest weight loss expert.